They live their lives in the spotlight, but their children are practically ghosts online. We see them on every red carpet and in blockbuster films, but we almost never see their kids' faces on social media. Why? Hollywood's biggest stars deliberately keep their children out of public view to protect their privacy, security, and the chance for a normal life, arguing it's not just about avoidance, but about a child's right to choose fame for themselves. We're breaking down exactly why A-listers have a strict no kids on camera policy. In an era where posting children's lives online is the norm, Hollywood is rebelling. Many celebrity parents are clear. Their children's privacy and consent come first. This isn't just about dodging cameras. It's about ensuring their kids aren't pulled into the mental pressures or dangers of fame without choosing it for themselves. From safety to consent, these choices highlight why public parents fiercely defend a private life for their kids. This is the core argument behind the strict no kids on camera stance. The champions of consent, Ashton Kutcher, Mila Kunis, and the power of choice. Focus on consent. Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis prioritize giving their children control over their public image. Despite their own visibility, they intentionally keep Wyatt and Dimitri out of the spotlight, reinforcing that their children's lives and choices are their own. In an interview, Kutcher explained their philosophy with some seriously solid logic. He essentially said that he and his wife chose a public career, but their kids haven't. That simple but powerful idea gets to the heart of it. For them, fame is a job they chose as adults. Their children, however, never signed up for that life. Kutcher has also said he believes his kids should have the right to choose for themselves whether to become public figures when they're older. Their approach emphasizes practical ways to maintain consent. Kutcher has openly worried about how his kids' images could be misused, viewing their privacy as a non-negotiable right. The couple reportedly opts for private family networks, underscoring their belief that a child's image always belongs to the child. The anti-paparazzi warriors, Kristen and Shepard. Centering on anti-paparazzi activism, Kristen and Shepard have taken action far beyond personal boundaries. Their campaign, not just a private decision, aims to protect all celebrity children by changing media practices. After their first daughter was born, Belle and Shepard were hounded by paparazzi. Belle described it as terrifying, recalling being chased by groups of aggressive men while holding her baby. This pushed them to start the No Kids policy in 2014, a movement that urged media outlets to stop buying and publishing unauthorized photos of celebrities' children. Their argument was simple. Their kids didn't choose a public life and shouldn't have to suffer for their parents' career path. Their commitment shows in both public advocacy and personal boundaries. Belle and Shepard's media boycott efforts led major outlets to adopt their policy. On their own social media, they continue to shield their daughters' identities, visually demonstrating their anti-paparazzi stance. The plea for normalcy. Gigi Hadid and Sophie Turner. For some celebrities, the fight is not about advancing major policies, but about making personal, emotional appeals for privacy. Gigi Hadid and Sophie Turner have used their platforms to call for protection for their daughters, revealing the unique anxieties of motherhood in the public eye. In 2021, Gigi Hadid wrote an open letter to paparazzi and fan accounts asking them to blur her daughter Kai's face in any photos. She explained that as her daughter got older, she became more curious about the world and didn't understand why her stroller shade was always down in the city. Hadid wrote that she and Zayn Malik wished for Kai to choose how to share herself with the world when she comes of age, and to live as normal a childhood as possible, without a public image she didn't choose. Turner reacted strongly when her daughter's photos appeared online, labeling the situation as violating and disturbing. Both Turner and Hadid's efforts center on preserving their children's right to a normal childhood, not disrupted by public exposure. These parents are fighting a tough battle in a world that feels entitled to see everything. What do you think? Should celebrities have the right to keep their kids completely private? Let us know in the comments below. Now, shifting to those who've lived under the Hollywood microscope themselves, a common thread emerges. Emphasizing the value of an ordinary upbringing, stars who came from famous families now guard their own children's privacy. They draw on personal childhoods to understand and safeguard the benefits of normalcy. Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds are famously private about their 4 children. They never post photos of their kids, and Lively has been a vocal opponent of paparazzi who stalk them. In one powerful moment, she called out an Instagram account for posting a photo of her children, writing, "This is so disturbing. I've personally shared with you that these men stalk and harass my children, and you are still posting." Her fierce stance comes from a belief that her kids deserve the same freedom as anyone else. Having spoken publicly about the dangers of child exploitation, Lively is keenly aware of the risks that come with children's images being made public. Katherine Schwarzenegger Pratt credits her private upbringing for fostering her independence. She and Chris Pratt are determined to ensure their children also control their public lives, giving them the space to decide their paths. Building on this desire for normalcy, some parents take things further, embracing extreme measures to protect their children. Beyond just paparazzi and social media, some Hollywood parents are enforcing even stricter rules, creating a near-total digital blackout for their children. They're mostly concerned about the negative impact social media and the internet can have on a child's mind. Eva Mendes and Ryan Gosling are at the forefront of this super-private approach. Mendes has been clear that she keeps her young daughters off the internet and social media. She once made a powerful comparison, saying that letting her young kids browse the internet would be like telling them to go down the street in the middle of the night. You'll be fine. She admits her rules might sound extreme, but she stands by them to protect her kids from a digital world she feels is too dangerous for them. Penelope Cruz is similarly strict, saying her children won't have phones or social media until they are at least in their mid-teens, mainly to protect their mental health. Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban also have very strict limits on devices at home, encouraging outdoor play over screen time, a rule that even applies to their kids' friends when they visit. These parents see the digital world not as a normal part of childhood, but as an adult space that kids aren't emotionally ready for. The unseen risks of sharenting. The choices these celebrity parents are making stand in sharp contrast to the culture of sharenting, where every milestone and funny moment is posted for everyone to see. While it's usually done with love, this oversharing has a dark side these A-listers know all too well. One of the scariest dangers is digital kidnapping. This is when someone steals photos of children from public profiles and reposts them, sometimes creating fake accounts where they pretend the kids are their own. In the worst cases, these images can end up on truly awful websites. Plus, every public photo can contain data, sometimes even your location, that can be used by the wrong people. Beyond physical safety, there's the long-term mental impact. A child whose entire life is put online by their parents doesn't get the chance to build their own identity. They have a digital footprint before they can even walk. Gwyneth Paltrow got a taste of this when she posted a photo with her then 14-year-old daughter, Apple, who commented for the world to see something along the lines of, "Mom, we have discussed this. You may not post anything without my consent." That one comment pretty much sums up what these private celebrity parents are fighting for. They're choosing their children's future and their right to choose over the quick hit of a public post. They're creating an empty space where their kids should be, so that one day their children can decide how to fill it themselves. The reasons Hollywood parents keep their kids off camera vary, but they all circle back to one main idea: protection. Protection from the real-world danger of stalkers, protection from the mental strain of public life, and protection of their right to one day choose for themselves. In a world that demands we share everything, these celebrities are using their massive platforms to send a message about the value of privacy. They're trading likes and shares for something much more valuable: their children's peace of mind and the freedom to have a normal life. They remind us that while they may have chosen a life in the spotlight, their children's stories aren't theirs to tell. Those stories are for their kids to write themselves, far away from the camera's glare. If you found this look into celebrity privacy interesting, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and check out our other video on the rise of celebrity power couples. Thanks for watching.